शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये.
Hello friends, this is Dr. Maheshwari Ravi from Nathan Family's Mudalayar Kitchen with yet another mouth-watering recipe, and it is called the masala chicken curry. It is one of our family recipes, and I learnt this from my mother when I was a medical student. As house surgeons, the lady house surgeons had never had a dining room or a mess, so we have to either prepare our own food in our quarters or go to the hospital cafeteria. So we started cooking in our rooms, and when I made this masala chicken curry, it was a hot favorite amongst my roommates and my classmates. When I was in Malaysia, it became my students' favorite too. And before I left Malaysia, they insisted that one of the students said that she would like to learn this recipe from me. So I made this barely 2 days before I was leaving Malaysia, and this student of mine came and she was stood by and observed how I made this. However, she could not help me with the video recording of this recipe because in between she had to attend her online classes. So I managed to do most of the cooking and recording on my own. So you'll find sometimes it's going out of focus. Okay. So please bear with me for all the funny angles from which I have recorded this video. I have already given the list of dry ingredients and the other main ingredients. So to start with, you put a shallow frying pan on the stove on a low flame and start frying all the dry ingredients, and as you keep frying them, you will get a very nice fragrance of all the spices. Okay, so actually with the spices that I'm adding are 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon of jeera or cumin seeds, and 1 tablespoon of peppercorn, then 2 dry red chilies. Okay, if the red chilies are big, 2 are enough, and if say they are small, you can put even 3 or 4. Then you need to add 2 cardamom, 4 to 6 cloves, and 1 piece, that is depending on the thickness, half to 1 inch thickness of a cinnamon stick. So you got to fry all this together until you get a nice fragrance of the spices, and then you add the 3 tablespoons of grated coconut, that is 3 tablespoons or half a cup of grated coconuts, and keep frying on the low flame until after adding the coconut, you can increase the flame a little, and the coconut should become dry, or then it can even turn a little light brown in color. Okay, but not to over fry the coconut. So once you fried this entire roasted ingredients, you got to put them aside and let them cool. And these are meant to be ground into a paste, and this makes this particular dry masala ingredient, which is ground with sufficient water, makes the actual gravy for the masala chicken curry. Then, having done that, you got to put another deep frying pan on the stove, and then you add, actually I told you that totally we are supposed to use about 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. Out of the 4 tablespoons of cooking oil, add a small portion to the frying pan, and from the chopped onions, that is, I've already asked you all to cut about 4 medium sized onions to be finely chopped. Okay, just take about 1/3 of this finely chopped onions and fry it along with little bit of oil, and this has to be ground along with the dry roasted ingredients. This actually makes the basic masala for the gravy. Okay, now thereafter you put the frying pan again, add the rest of the oil and the rest of the chopped onions and start frying them, and when they are half cooked, add the 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste and keep stirring until, and this has to be done again on a low flame, and you keep stirring it until the raw smell of the ginger garlic paste should go. Okay, then you have to, while you're doing this, you can add about quarter teaspoon of the already mentioned turmeric powder and mix and keep stirring for a little while, and then add 2 sprigs of the curry leaves and keep mixing and frying until the onion is well cooked and turns light brown in color. Then you will have to actually start adding the chicken pieces one by one. And when you talk about the chicken pieces should be of medium size, and whether you want to use the chicken with skin or without the skin, with bone or without the bone, depends on individual's preference. After having added all the pieces of chicken, add half a cup of the yogurt and then add 1 teaspoon of salt and mix them all together and let it cook on a low flame, because the chicken has to cook in its own water. You need not add any water right now. Okay, and the presence of the yogurt makes the chicken meat softer, and it adds to the gravy and also adds to the flavor of the curry, chicken curry. Okay, here I would like to mention a variation to this curry. Adding of yogurt can be optional, because the adding of the yogurt as well as a handful of the fried onions to the dry ingredients to make the ground masala are both optional. Okay, the absence of these two makes a different type of curry rather. Okay, the flavor of the curry, the gravy, texture, everything will differ in the presence of yogurt and the ground onions, and vice versa. Okay, only when you have made these the curries in these two different ways, you will know the actual difference in the flavor and texture, etc. So now it is better to keep this pan covered with a lid so that the chicken will cook on a low heat, and meanwhile we'll have to get the ground masala ready. Okay, once the chicken is cooked, then you can add the ground masala and then mix together and continue to cook on a low fire and let the whole thing simmer for at least 15 to 20 minutes, so that here the further cooking is not to cook the chicken but to let the spices soak through the meat. Okay, so that the meat will get the flavor of all the spices, and also the further cooking helps to thicken the gravy, and you can see the change in the texture and color of the gravy as well. The chicken curry is now ready to be served, and it tastes fabulous with steamed rice, pulao or chapati. You can have it with bread or dosa, whatever you want to have it with. Okay, hope you guys will enjoy making this curry as much as I enjoyed sharing the recipe with you all. Thanks for watching. The pictures that I am showing now are that of a masala chicken curry I once made without adding the yogurt and without adding the fried onions to the ground masala made up with the dry roasted mixed spices. Taste and texture of the gravy of this type of chicken masala curry will be totally different and nice as well.